It's right around 6 p.m. on Monday, May 27th, 2024. 20 minutes ago, I tried to use the toilet in that bathroom and just very quietly, very quickly. And someone who is sitting in the bathroom behind this wall right here, which is Unit 78, where the Greenville Group has been housing a psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry in that bathroom. And I say the bathroom because that's where she seems to spend most of her time between 2013 and 2022, and they verified to me last year that Irizarry continues to be housed in this building. As soon as I sat on my toilet about 20 minutes ago, somebody in that bathroom started making banging noises against the floor of the area behind my toilet in the bathroom of 78. This has been happening since 2013. It didn't happen before Irizarry was moved in to Unit 78 in 2013. It started happening shortly after she was moved in 2013. And at the time, I thought it was just a strange coincidence that, every time I tried to use the toilet in my bathroom, the person in that bathroom she would make tapping noises. And then it started to change into banging noises, like a year later or something. But she was always in there. And I was like, wow, that person is always in their bathroom, But I was so busy and had so much stuff going on with work and friends and social obligations and career obligations, family obligations, just living my life, that I didn't really have time to focus on what was going on in the bathroom behind this wall. However, this is 10 years later, and it is impossible for it to be due to chance that every single time I try to use the toilet in this bathroom right here, which last time I checked has walls, right? So nobody should know what I'm doing in there. That psycho continues to make slamming and banging noises directly behind the wall of my toilet in the bathroom of 78, where the same exact set of disruptive and aggressive behavior has been occurring since 2013. So for 10 years now, it's the same person. It's not possible for two people to behave in exactly the same way at the exact same time. Whenever you happen to do something that they have knowledge of, they react in the same exact manner. It's not possible for it to be two people. It's the same person. And because Mr. Alisayev, the property manager, confirmed to me in a verbal conversation in March of 2023 that Irizarry, the psychopath, continues to be housed in this building, she is either accessing the premises of her former bathroom that Greenville keeps telling me is vacant and empty and not rented, which is weird, or they have just moved her right back in. So just now, as I was trying to quietly use my toilet, someone was suddenly making slamming and banging noises against the area of the base of the wall behind my toilet. And that keeps happening all the time. I'm unable to use the toilet in my bathroom without getting harassed. And at the same time, and this is how I know it's the same person who's been doing this since 2013, that same person who was making banging and slamming noises resumed the use of some type of directed energy device. It's some type of remote tasering device. I call it a remote tasering device because that's what the effect is. You literally feel like you're being tased at close range, but nobody is touching you. This is called a directed energy device. They're actually available commercially, and you can also apparently make your own by going to Home Depot and buying metal cylinders and other types of equipment, and then you can make your own directed energy device. So this device literally zaps me while I'm sitting on my toilet. I also tried to take a nap earlier, and while I was lying on this bed, and there's nothing around this bed that could possibly be electronically, shocking me in any way. The same person who's been using the directed energy device while I'm on the toilet also was using that energy device to harass me while I was lying on my bed. As I keep reporting, the directed energy device gets used selectively by the same psychopath who's been doing this since 2017. So about 4 years after she moved into Unit 78, she started using some type of zapping device. And at the time, I didn't know what it was. But she most often uses it when I'm sitting on the toilet or when I'm lying on my bed. And it's almost always when I'm lying on my bed, facing up, which makes me think there's some type of surveillance device around, the curtain rod, or could be the headboard or the painting. But she does it on purpose to let me know that she has knowledge of what I do in the privacy of my living space and that I am not alone, right? That's what psychopaths do. They want you to know that they're right there. They are always stalking their victims. Psychopaths stalk their victims. They target them, they stalk them, and then they try to hurt them in whatever way they can. all serial killers are psychopaths. Not all psychopaths are serial killers, but as somebody with a doctoral level education in clinical psychology, I can tell you all psychopaths stalk their victims, all of them. That's what they do. They target and stalk their victims. Then they try to hurt them in whatever way they can. It doesn't have to be murder. It could be, trying to do what this person's trying to do to me, right? Like electronically assault them, hack into their devices, tamper with their water somehow. I mean, I've been told it's through the use of a saddle valve, which is a very easy, cheap, simple piece of hardware to use. And because Irizarry claims to be an engineer who solves problems, it's not above the realm of what is physically possible for Irizarry to have somehow managed to access the pipe behind my kitchen tap back in 2019 on a Sunday afternoon when there was a tremendous amount of construction work being done against this wall, and to clamp a saddle valve against the intake pipe to my tap. So psychopaths are harmful to themselves and to others. And the Greenville group is choosing to house this person for reasons I just don't understand. This is a very densely populated building. She has, very little space to herself, meaning the closest possible victim is just a few feet away in either direction from wherever she happens to be placed in this building. It's negligent on the part of the Greenville group. And I've been informed by the Eastern Housing Court and agents of the Eastern Housing Court that the Greenville group specializes in working with DPH and DMH agencies to place sex offenders and mentally disturbed inmates in SROs in this building and in the building across the street. Contrary to what Alyssa Yap told me a few years ago, this building is not for people who work. It is housing a large number of mentally disturbed psychopaths and sex offenders, as evidenced by the fact that the creep in 88 kept leaving really disgusting, nasty voicemails on my phone and made a few phone calls to me last Tuesday telling me he was going to murder me. That's the guy in 88. I reported it to the police. And since then, there haven't been any weird phone calls. Isn't that weird? So Greenville's model of renting to large numbers of very mentally disturbed psychopaths and sex offenders creates a health and safety issue for tenants who are leading normal lives, who have responsibilities, obligations, and lives that they need to leave, friends and family and work that they need to attend to. And this business model of the Greenville groups is harmful and detrimental to people who are not criminals or psychopaths.
Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate Group. Our office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, please press 1. Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office. After the tone, please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 6 p.m. on Monday, May 27th, 2024. I'm calling from Unit 89 to report ongoing violations of the lease and the breach of the habitability clause of what the landlord is supposed to be providing to tenants, which is a safe, healthy, and private living space. Over the last few hours, while I've been lying on my bed trying to take a nap, the psychopath in the bathroom was 78, presumably the same psychopath who's lived in that bathroom since 2013. Jasmine Irizarry began resuming her use of some type of directed energy weapon, and she's been using this weapon on me on and off since 2017. So I'm assuming it's the same person who's using it now. And she always uses it when I'm lying on my bed facing the ceiling trying to rest. This constant electronic assault occurred continuously for the last 2 hours while I've been lying on my bed. And then when I quietly got up and tried to use the facilities in my bathroom, someone who is physically in the bathroom, 78 right now, started making violent banging noises against the base of the wall behind my toilet while I was sitting on my toilet. And this was repeated and sudden. This was not something that was happening before I used the toilet, and it did not happen after I used the toilet. And while I was trying to use the toilet, she was also electronically assaulting me with that same directed energy device that she has been using on me intermittently since 2017. Both of these activities put together are extremely dangerous and harmful. They also support the fact that people keep telling me there are surveillance devices in my unit and that people can see what I do in here. Irizarry only uses this directed energy weapon either when I'm sitting on the toilet or when I'm lying on my bed face up, often also when I'm trying to stand at my sink washing my hands. Those are the three things that seem to trigger the psychopath into using her directed energy weapon, which is a very simple piece of equipment that people can make themselves using equipment that you can purchase at Home Depot, and that's on YouTube. If you have any questions, you know my phone number. I'm once again calling from Unit 89 to report some violent, disruptive behavior coming from someone physically inside the bathroom of 78 about 20 minutes ago, and that person became physically aggressive against the wall behind my toilet while I sat on that toilet, and at the same time was using a directed energy device that anybody can buy at home, can buy on the internet or make their own at Home Depot. I will be following up with a written notification about this because it is, again, a violation of the lease and also of the breach of habit. It's also a violation of the clause of habitation. Thank you.
Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate Group. Our office hours are from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, invalid input. Please try again. Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate Group. Invalid input. Please try again.
So now it's not letting me leave.
Detected.
Yeah.
Disconnecting.
So that's the psycho hacker, Jasmine Arizari, hacking into the voicemail system for the Greenville Group. So I can't leave a voicemail regarding her harmful and disruptive, intrusive surveillance-based activities over the last few hours. Let's try this again. What time is it now?
Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate Group. Our office hours are from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed.
It's probably better. The first voicemail is a bit long and rambling.
Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office. Invalid input. Please try again. After the tone, please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.